Hey there, dear Spellweaver community, and welcome back to a new episode of Spellweaver Ranked. Now, as you can probably see, you know, it's been a beautiful day today. Sun was shining, I was like sizzling in my room right here because, you know, someone forgot to turn the radiator down or something outside. And yeah, you know, currently the sun is setting, so, you know, obviously it's not nighttime yet, so we can't, sadly, we can't play vampires yet. So I thought to myself, you know, since it's still daylight outside and vampires are awesome and fun to play, why don't we make like the total opposite? What's the opposite of vampires? Who shines during the sky when it's light outside? I don't know where I'm going with this. But technically, what is the opposite of fun? And then I thought to myself, yeah, let's just make the freaking worst episode of Spellweaver Ranked, play the worst deck out there, angels. So now, in the last episode of Spellweaver Ranked, when I played vampires again, I made like a little remark at the towards, I think it was in the second or third game of that recording session, and I couldn't like really get my point across, I think, because, you know, it was in the middle of the game. But I technically said, by the way, I'm starting to sweat right now. It's pretty horrible. I said like, when you play a game, right? Let's say you play, whatever the case may be, like you play a beat 'em up, you play a card game, or you play a MOBA, whatever the case may be, there is always one hero, deck, character, whatever, you gravitate towards and that you freaking love, and then there is this one character that you just despise. And it's not because you always lose against him, it's just because he's total and utter garbage. Usually, I tend to gravitate towards these kind of characters because, you know, no one plays them, and if you find out the strengths of them, then you just own with this particular character, because no one plays him, you can always pick it, and no one knows how to play against it. Now, this right here is a little bit of a different thing, because we play today angels with Alexa, angelic messenger. And the thing is, with this card, as you can see right here if you don't know, this is her hero ability, right? Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may put an angel card from among them onto the field, put the rest shuffled on the bottom of the deck. This is my problem with this. It's not, I don't hate Alexa, how's she called? Angelic messenger? Yeah. Bad reception, probably. Because I never hit that hero ability ever. But the thing is, I don't hate it. I don't hate her because I always lose against her. It's just because she is limited to one particular deck, and that is angels. If you play Alexa, this version of Alexa, not the Battle Maiden one, but if you play this version of Alexa and you don't run angels, then this card is just crap. You know, with every other card out there. Let's just check this. Right here we have heroes. Let's just put them all out there. So, well, Hermillion is also somewhere down this, but let's take this for example. You know, Sash the Annihilator deals 3 damage to all creatures. You can run this with aggression, not really, because with that hero ability you kill all of your creatures. You can play dragons. Obviously, the Dragon Slammer deck you can play with them because, you know, all the cards have more than 3 hit points. You can play that. With Coronas, as you can see, you can play vampires perfectly. There are just, you know, many possibilities that you can play these heroes with. With him, you can run Reanimator, for instance. With her, you can play Hate Bears. But, you know, there are multiple usages of all of these heroes, and obviously the Spina, I think, is the all-around. You can play 1-turn heal with her, you can play 1-turn kill with her. You know, there's just so much variety with these hero abilities that each and every card has. But this one, you know, Hermillion also is a little bit limited to heal million, I would say. Because it's just the best hero for that. But you can also play other things like Felix implants, for instance. I played that in a tournament, which is also possible and viable, but you don't see it as often. But yeah, this girl right here, if you don't play an angel deck with this girl, there you go. Yeah, then it's just a waste of space. You know, you're better off with other heroes. And that's why I don't like this, because you are limited to solely angels with this one. You know, there's one, my favorite player, as you might know, is Z-Moon. I played one deck from him, and I definitely want to play this again, the Banshee heal combo in a ranked episode. I'm definitely gonna do that sometime. But yeah, Z-Moon, probably not gonna see this, but I challenge you. You know, he makes the best. I think he makes the best decks. He comes up with so many creative stuff. Like in one episode of Forest Bear Studios, where they tried a deck out, they played against him, and he had a really interesting way of playing a milling deck with Path to Transcendence. I really like that one. Yeah, I'm gonna challenge him. If he like makes use of this card without playing Angels, then I don't know. I'm making new Spellweaver ranked episode or something. So he probably's not. No one wants to see it, so he's probably not gonna do it. But here we have Alexa Angels. There are different ways of playing this, not really, but yeah, there are different types of spells you can play. So in this deck, let's make it like this. We have 3 times Relic Guard. Pretty good card, can't attack, but he has 3 HP, so it's a pretty good blocker at the beginning. And that's important for this. It's a human priest. Then we have 3 times Word of Grace, got nerfed, which is a little bit of a shame. Gain 2 life plus 1 extra life for each of your order levels. And I think before it was you gain 2 health for each of your order levels. So a little bit of a nerf there. Angelic Temple, and this is why it's important to run priests as well. Because this turns into an angel. Whenever an allied priest enters the field, it gains 1 energy. And as long as Angelic Temple has 2 energy or more, it gets more energy every time you put out a priest, by the way. It is a 3 attack, 3 HP, 2 speed, flying, life-bound angel creature. That's a mouthful and pretty awesome. So it's definitely relevant that you play priests and angels, obviously. Because this one turns into an angel if you put out priests. Speaking of priests, 4 times Sunblessed Priest, or Lifebound Priest, as I like to call it. It's 2/2, 2 speed. Pretty good value. It's 1 aspect, 2 mana, Lifebound, and a priest. Then we have 2 times Pacify. You can run a little bit more of those. Shuffle an attacking enemy creature into its owner's deck, which deals with aggression, obviously. Then 2 times Holy Radiance. It's just an awesome order card. Got nerfed, but not too big of a deal. Holy Radiance deals 1 damage to each enemy creature, and if you have 2 order levels, before you could choose whatever, but now you need 2 order levels for the second one. That is a little bit more powerful. Actually, a lot more powerful. Holy Radiance becomes a blessing with at the start of your turn, destroy Holy Radiance, and it deals 3 damage to each enemy creature. So the enemy has 1 turn, a chance of 1 turn to destroy it, if we choose the second one. Then we have the Angel Blessed Knight, which is a human knight priest. There we go again. And gain 1 order aspect for as long as you control Angel Blessed Knight. Pretty good. It's a 3 HP, 2 attack, and 2 speed. Also just 1 aspect, 3 mana, so pretty good right there. Spell Warden, awesome card. Got 2 of those in there. Can't attack, so you put him on the support line. Even though he has... Was he buffed? Because, you know, I thought he was a 2/2 before, but 3/2. When Spell Warden enters the field, search the enemy... Whoops. Freaking search bar. When Spell Warden enters the field, search the enemy hero's deck for a spell card and put it under Spell Warden, shuffle that hero's deck. The enemy hero can't play cards with the same name as cards under Spell Warden. So obviously if you play like against Corruption, usually every Corruption deck runs, whenever you play Corruption, you usually always run Noxious Fumes because it's an awesome removal. We play Spell Warden, then we see all the spells that he runs, and then we just select the one that we don't want to see him play, like for example Noxious Fumes, or if we play against Dominion, we don't want him to use Cataclysm. So we just click Cataclysm, and then it's under Spell Warden, and the enemy hero can't play Cataclysm or Noxious Fumes or whatever spell we chose. And also it's a 2 aspect, 2 mana, so pretty good right there. Ray of Righteousness deals with Ugly Aggression, destroy an enemy spell or destroy an enemy creature with 3 attack or more, so it also removes Vampirism, by the way. Then we have 2 times, now we get into the angel side a little bit. We have 2 times Protector of the Innocent. It's a flying 4/4 with 2 speed. Not much to say right there. Then we have Namir of the Blinding Light, which is an awesome card. And usually whenever this guy is out, you technically can't really lose. When Namir enters the field, gain 1 life for each priest you control. Pretty good. And if we pay 1 mana and make him sleep, then another allied creature gets +1 attack, +1 HP for each knight you control until end of turn. Usually you play this when you play Namir because he's exhausted anyway. So if you have the mana, then you can just use his ability and go in for beats or destroy a card. Then we have 4 times I love that card, gotta say. Guardian of the Faithful flying. And you don't get to choose, it just happens. Whenever 3 or more enemy creatures attack, sacrifice Guardian of the Faithful and destroy the attacking creature. So if you somehow survive, if you draw the right cards in the early game to deal with rage aggression, then you can just play Guardian of the Faithful. I hope that the enemy hero doesn't have any fireballs left. Guardian of the Faithful, and if he attacks with 3 or more, then they are just gone. If you play this, which is pretty awesome. Basically a board clear if the enemy you know, doesn't realize it. Gomor Ironbeard. So usually with this deck, by the way, we go for 4 aspects, and that's when Gomor Ironbeard is at his prime. It's pretty costly, I gotta say. 3 aspects, 3 mana, but for what it is, it's pretty awesome. It's a 4 HP, 5 attack, 2 speed, which is pretty disgusting. And at the end of your turn, Gomor Ironbeard gets your choice of Lifebound, plus 2 HP, or plus 1 speed until the end of your next turn. So it translates into the enemy's turn as well. And if we have 4 aspects, 2 order, 2 random ones, then Gomor Ironbeard's first power triggers an additional time each turn. And what I usually do is I go plus 2 HP. So he has 6 HP. Have fun removing that. And plus 1 speed. Because then it's a 3 speed, 6, 5, 3 speed. Which is awesome. And then we have also one of my favorite cards. 4 times in there. Come on. It's Antriel, Patron of the Sunblast. It's a flying, lifebound, 6/6, 2 speed. 2 speed, you know, gets blocked by almost everything in the book, but still, it's a 6/6 flying lifebound, and other creatures you control are lifebound. Freaking love that. And then, as you have probably seen already in the bottom left, we run Wisdom, only for 1 card, and that's Saluxio, the Awebringer, 3 times, because it's an angel, and because of the ability that she brings with her. It's a 3/3 3 speed, by the way, which is pretty sweet. And the enemy hero can't use hero skills, so we render him completely obsolete. And I freaking love that. So yeah, that's the deck. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 different angel cards in there, a couple of priests as well to make sure that we also trigger the angelic temple. By the way, Gomor Ironbeard is also a dwarf priest, so this guy also helps out with getting angelic temple out, even though at the point when we play Gomor, we should already have at least 1 or 2 of these out. So, now that we have the deck tag covered, I guess we're gonna find out if we're gonna climb up the ladder. I actually don't really want to win because, as I said, I find angels to be extremely disgusting. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind. So let's see how it goes. At the moment, we are ranked 556. We are at a current rating of 957, so let's plumb that down the drain with these angels. That was rather fast again. First game is against Book. Don't judge him by its cover. It's not the best, so let's draw again. Let's see. Yeah, that's a problem of this deck. Like, the cards are pretty expensive to play. Alright. Let's see. That's what I wanted to see. It's pretty good. Let's play it for this. Okay. So I think we're gonna play, as it looks, we're gonna play Spellwarden first, which makes sense, obviously, against Wisdom, because Wisdom has disgusting removal spells, and we can get rid of them, and that's pretty awesome. And there's the next Wisdom Shrine. You know, there are not many in there, because it's only for Saluxio, but usually we always hit them when we need them. So let's get rid of 1. And if he has something with Swift, we can shuffle that back with Pacify now, so we're good on that. I'm pretty sure that he runs Flash Freeze, so I think I'm gonna get rid of that with Spellwarden, but we'll see. That's at least what my feeling tells me. Holy shit, those draws. So let's see. What do you run? Oh! Oh, really? Is that so? Curse of... only 1 Curse of Raisha, okay. 2 times Tombs of the Damned and that. But that's pretty expensive, so I don't really care about that. Yeah, since it can freeze a creature, I'm gonna get rid of this. Put him on the back line, because it can attack anyways. And then we can play the Angel Blessed Knight. Oh yeah, I forgot one card, by the way, the awesome shrine that we have. We don't have Seluxio yet, so whatever. That's a pretty good hand, I gotta say. Let's get rid of her first. We have her 4 times, so we're gonna... That's the one I mean, by the way. Celestial Prophecy. If you control 3 or more angels, win the game. That's just like derp mode. Totally uncreative, so fitting for this kind of deck, right? Let's gain that skill, get the Ancient Blessed Knight, get 3 order levels now. And I think we can play this. Yeah, we can play the Angelic Call. Go for the RNG. Which I probably do if we don't draw, like... We didn't draw the Angelic Temple, which kind of sucks. But we'll see. But yeah, if I don't draw anything good that I can actually play, I'm just gonna go for the Angelic Call. And I don't know if I ever hit this, to be honest. But I played this particular deck, by the way, at the last little tournament. Since now I'm level 20, it was like free roll level 20 plus. And I actually won 2 games with that, and that's a good card. That's a good card. Let's get rid of this first. Perfect. So now we get 1 energy already. Sweet. If I attack him, then he's gonna kill me with his active ability, obviously. So it doesn't matter if I attack now or next turn. And I'm gonna wait out. I can also play Gomer, by the way, if I draw him, and then we have the Angelic Temple. And the pretty sweet part about Angelic Temple is that it's not swift, but usually you can trigger it like at once. But yeah, I can attack with it right away next turn, basically. Obvious. Let's do that. Wipe the board, but no problem. Well, sure. Could... I'm gonna go Angelic Call. Alright. Have fun with that, boy! So how much do we need? 3 or more angels. So that's the first one. Pretty part about that is that we that they are, I think all are in the on the back line as well, so kind of tough to get to them. Also, we can block the... Yeah, we can block him. We have the speed for that, but of course, yes. Obvious. Next one. If not, that was a... Okay. Damn it! Now he has Power Discharge also. Good play, though. And that's a million. He had 2 Noxus Fumes, I think. So I'm not gonna block this, because he has 2 mana, and he might have either Power Discharge or a Noxus Fumes. Because otherwise he wouldn't attack, it would be stupid. And apparently he reads books, so... there has to be something. I think Noxious Fumes was 2 mana, so it was 1 mana, and so was... No, Power Discharge is 2? Oh yeah, it is. Sure. Didn't hit anything there, sadly. Yeah, trigger that. That's an angel now. So... yeah. So that's an angel now. I was considering attacking, but he could like kill both of these, which is a problem. And I have 2 out already. If I play this next turn and then get through this without him killing anything, then I go up an order level and I can just win. I just need like 2 shrines back to back, but if he kills one, then that's not gonna happen. Yeah, and that's why I took Power Discharge, by the way. Because of that shit. Yeah, well, I'll take Pacify. I don't really know what this deck is supposed to be honest. It's kind of weird. Yeah, you attack with this. You can block next turn, so it's good. Alright. Well, here's another... ah, wait. Ah, I can... yeah. Yeah. I need... how many do I have in there? Only 1, so there should be like 3 more in there, I think. I'm gonna go for the safe now, not gonna go for the angelic call now. So he blocks with both and kills this, so I'm not gonna attack. I'm just gonna do some... laying back, you know, lean back. He only has 1 more Noxious Fumes. That sucks ass. It's life-bound, but I'm gonna keep this. Has the highest potential to survive. You know what I mean? This is why angels are fucking disgusting. There's just nothing happening when you play it. So what the fuck even? Nah, that's nothing too cruel. That's 3. He only has 1 mana, so I should be fine. Yeah. Just as I thought. And here I am, not hitting the frickin' wisdom shrines. But that's what we have the angelic call for. Do we have good reception? No. And that's usually what happens. Alright, let's just attack. I'm getting bored with this shit. Can he use Noxious Fumes now? I don't think he can, right? No, he can't, okay. So 7 mana. I think he has 1 more of this sacrifice bullshit, so he probably also drew it already. So we gotta be careful about that. Let's see. Yep. He should. Gin of Wishes. Ah, well, we don't really play spells, so... whatever. Also, he doesn't do much damage, to be honest, so we got that going for us. And the longer the game goes, the better for us, because, you know, that's when angels are usually hitting. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. He's gonna block with the Djinn. Yeah, fuck it. Because then we are exhausted, he's not, you know. That shit. But only 1 Curse of Rasha is really weird, to be honest. Ah, well. Hydra. Well, boy. Problem is, that's gonna buff the Hydra. Oh, well, we can actually just play it, right? Yeah. Yeah, that makes more sense. Obviously kills this girl because of the shamans, but no biggie there. Because we just need some good reception. Yes! Alright. There we go. Buff's dead. No problem though. It's a 1 speed, so everything can block him. Maybe I even hurts a little bit, but I think I'm gonna block with her actually, because you know that guy is a little bit of a problem if he gets beats in. But you know, a man gotta do what a man's gotta do. Or he waits for me to it. I mean, you know, we kind of even things out. Like he makes 6 damage, I attack him for 6 damage and heal myself. You know. That's interesting. By the way, Seluxio so far didn't really do much for us because he... well, okay, yeah. I was about to say he doesn't really use his hero ability, but... there it goes. Okay, so he's not gonna block with that. Yeah. Make sure that that doesn't happen. I actually gained 6 life for that. Ah, I'm an idiot. Fuck. 7 now, right? Yeah. That's a problem. Can actually run both of these. Why not? We got the mana. Okay. He plays the frickin'... I'm an idiot. He plays the frickin' plague vermin and I just go like, yeah, just fucking block it. Yeah, okay, I'm actually glad that we lose this because, you know, as I said, I fucking hate angels. And anyone who wins with angels is just not a human being, so yeah, I'm glad I'm still a human. Vampire, to be honest, yeah. Yeah. Kill these angels, please. Yes. Let's see. The bell's ringing! So if he attacks, he usually only attacks with 2 anyways, but if he decides to attack with 3, then all of the ones that are attack are gone. I can actually try to double block the Hydra. Which I may do. I just have to have him to attack with... well. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I think we can resign this, thankfully. Thank you for destroying angels, to be honest. Thank you. I gained 400 gold with that. A little bit of fame, lost 17. That's why, by the way, I'm only playing 2 games today. Because I want people to beat me. Yeah. So down to rating 940. Let's check out game number 2, shall we?